Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. My name's Dom and this is Clover Trading, and today we're going to be talking about a crucial topic, the essential tools that every trader needs. Successful day trading isn't just about the patterns and the strategies and the price action. Sometimes it can come down to the littlest things, like having the right tools in your arsenal so you're prepared for anything that the market throws at you. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a newbie trader just trying to find their footing in the market, having the right tools can be all the difference in your trading journey. If you're not subscribed right here to the channel, right now is a perfect time to do so. And make sure you have that notification bell turned on because we do go live Monday through Friday at 8:45 a.m. for Good Morning NASDAQ and 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays for Wine Wednesday. And if you find this information valuable, make sure to hit the like button as well. First up, let's talk about brokers and trading platforms because that is really the foundation of your trading operation. And before you can go and pick a broker or a trading platform, you're really going to want to make sure you're studied up, you're educated on who you are as a trader and what you're trying to do in the markets, because most brokers tailor to a specific type of trader or client. And if you're just looking to buy and sell, small to large cap stocks with relatively low commissions, and everything is pretty much straightforward in terms of fees and commissions, you can probably get by just going with a big name broker like E-Trade, Fidelity, Schwab, or Robinhood, and it's going to be just fine for you. But like I said, a lot of brokers are tailored to specific types of traders, and you also have the short side of things. And if you're primarily studying and learning how to be a short seller, specifically of small cap stocks, where you're going to need to be able to find hard to borrow stocks as well, you're probably going to want to go with a direct access broker and do some research on those as well. Some that a lot of the Clovers have used in the past are Centerpoint Securities, Guardian, Cobra, Success Trader, and they all have their different nuances in terms of which stocks they actually have that are hard to borrow, the types of commissions and fees they offer, and you can go research that for yourself or contact those brokers firsthand. Now, when it comes to choosing a trading platform, it is very important that you find one that offers real-time data, seamless order execution, level 2 quotes, and advanced charting tools, because these features are what's going to allow you to make informed decisions and actually make effective trades. And when it comes to choosing a trading platform, it really is personal preference. I've used E-Trade Pro since the beginning of my trading career just because that's what I started on. It was the first broker I had. I really liked the platform. I was able to manipulate the system really easily. I can go, have a watch list, have all the charts I need. The charts look really good and clean to my eye. But other people use Dash Trading, which can go along with those direct access brokers that we talked about. But it really is just finding one that suits you, your personal needs, that has all the tools that you need and looks good to your eye. The next tool that we're going to talk about is having a source for news and information, because as a trader, it is up to you to stay informed on everything that is going on, from the stocks that you're in to the stocks that you're watching, and sometimes even just the overall markets and why whatever's happening is happening. And in this day and age in 2023, there really is no shortage on how to get this information. There are websites and apps and social media platforms where you can go to find almost anything out about the companies you're trading or the stock market in general. And we're going to talk about some all-in-ones and some that just offer one specific tool that you need. And you can use websites like NewsEdge, Yahoo Finance, and even Twitter for up-to-the-minute financial news and updates. And I know Twitter is kind of an interesting one, but if you use it as a resource and as a tool, it can be very valuable because you can just go into the search box, use the hashtag, type in the ticker that you want information on, and generally speaking, if you sort it from most up to date, you will find those websites and articles that we're going to talk about and get, be able to click and go right to that information and find up to the date news, because there are a lot of people watching these stocks as well. There's also a lot of all-in-one platforms where you can get scanners, news, filings. So you get your fundamental research, you have the ability to find stocks, and you can have up to the minute information on what's going on and why those stocks are moving. Some of those platforms are Benzinga Pro, Scans, Trade Idea, and FinViz. Some of these are paid platforms and others like Finviz you can use to screen for stocks relatively free. So be sure to check a lot of those out as well. And then there's also, if you want an all-in-one fundamental research, you can either use BAMSEC, which, there's a free and a paid version there as well, where you can actually go into the fundamentals, read the 8Ks, read the 10Qs, and go and actually dig into what's going on with the company. Or a website like Dilution Tracker, which you do have to pay to use. They do all that work for you. They give you access to the float, the outstanding shares, any important filings, any important potential dilution like warrants or offerings. And that has been a huge value add to my education and my preparation as well. So having all of these tools and having up to the minute, information is very important to have in your arsenal. So you're not constantly reaching out to other people for information. And just by the click of a button, you can find out exactly what is going on. The next tool that I think is really important is to have some sort of source for tracking and personal improvement. And this is something that took me a little too long to learn in the beginning, but now there are just so many resources out there to aid you in this. And when I first started tracking, and tracking can be kind of multifaceted. It can either be tracking your performance, tracking your wins and losses, your stats, but it could also be tracking statistics and going over setups and patterns and their win rates and the risk reward and getting more in-depth information on all that information as well. And we'll kind of talk about different resources for each of those, because in the last few years, a lot of different resources have come available that have made that a whole lot easier. So back in the day, and the way that I know Kyle does a lot of his tracking is just by good old-fashioned Excel or Google Sheets, where you just put everything on paper. You track your performance, you track your profit and loss, your win rate, the stocks you're trading, the time of day of the week. You're putting them into calendars and seeing your performance over time. And you're just trying to put down on paper into a spreadsheet as much information as you want, draw conclusions from hypotheses, you let stuff play out, you experiment with it, and you're mostly doing everything manually. You're inputting in all the information and doing all the statistics. These days, there's a lot of websites that will do that for you, take information from your broker and just kind of spit out all this data for you. Some of that is that I've used. Some resources are TraderView, which does a really good job of that. I used that for a while. Kinfo is one now where you can actually go, it will upload all your trades for you. It's completely verified. You can join the leaderboards and kind of see how other people are doing as well, but it will spit out all this information, your P&L curve, your statistics, how you do based off the time of day, what price of the stock is, volume, so much cool information. And stats really are your best friend. In the first few years when I started getting really serious about my performance and tracking those statistics, it's eye-opening the type of things it can show you and kind of help you, lead you in the direction of where you want to go. If you're looking to track statistics on actual patterns and strategies, some really cool websites are Spike Eat or Flash Research. With Spike Eat, you can go back and look at history, by just putting in some algorithms, putting in some data where you kind of just say, I'm looking for stocks that fit this basket, this type of volume, this type of price, this many green days, whatever it is, and it will spit out as many years as you want of data that fits that criteria, and you can draw conclusions from the historical stats. And Flash Research is a new one that I've recently started using, which kind of shows you gap history and gap stats for stocks that are moving early on in the pre-market. So just a couple different resources there that are all going to try and hopefully make you better by using them to become a more well-rounded trader. So the final and very important tool that we're going to talk about today that I think most traders need to have, especially in the beginning, is to have a trading community to be a part of. And that's because trading can be such a solitary journey. I remember doing it on my own for a very long time at the beginning. Even when I was a part of a trading community, I didn't put myself out there. I didn't reach out to my mentors or to other like-minded traders. And it certainly hurt me because it can be really, really difficult to do this trading thing alone. But joining a community, putting yourself out there, meeting like-minded people, asking questions and having mentors. I honestly don't know where I would be without the mentors that I had, without the friends that I made along the way, doing this trading thing. Kyle, Jack, Huddy, these are all people that I met along the way that have added so many layers to my trading. Even when we do webinars, I'm listening intently to what they have to say because I respect them so much and have something to learn from them. And joining a community and actually being a part of it can be the final thing that really helps you with your trading. It can help you get through the hard times, can allow you to stay grounded when you're going through the good times, and teach you how to handle that success. And if you're looking for a trading community to join, it's all open arms here at Clover Trading. Link in the description if you want access to 7 days of Clover Trading 4-leaf for $7, where we have webinars, video lessons, trade alerts, watch lists, the chat room. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you join our community, because I think having that tool, having the mentors and other students and like-minded students that you can learn from, bounce ideas off of, can be so important. So whether it's having access to up-to-date news, a trading community, a scanner, or picking the right broker, all of these things can become the backbone of who you are as a trader and making sure you're prepared for every single day in the markets. So if you like what you heard, you find any of this information valuable, we'd appreciate it so much if you leave a comment. Make sure you've hit that like button and are subscribed right here to the Clover Trading YouTube channel. So until next time, happy trading.